Hi, Tumblr, YouTube, all those places. I'm back again. It's Nikolas, and I'm going to start off new and afresh by doing the 30-day trans challenge found on Tumblr. I'll probably post a link or something to that in case you guys want to do the same thing. So basically, I'm going to do a video response to each and every one of these 30 questions. Starting with the question number one, question of the day, which is, when did you realize the term transgender referred to you? Alright. Basically, um, I don't have an exact point where I realized transgender referred to me. It kind of just slowly came out of me beating myself down with it and hinting to myself and others that, like, oh, I think I might be trans. Oh, okay. So, a particular moment, I mean, I always kind of knew, really. Like when I was a kid, I was always like, blah 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 blah, hang out with boys, blah 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 blah, girl stuff is gross, all that shit. But like I was still a pretty like, I mean, looking back, I was a femmy little boy. Most people just realize I was a little girl, but whatever. I was a femmy boy. Um, I'm still a femmy boy. Um, but I didn't really start using the term transgender to describe myself until last spring. Before that, I first started describing to my friends, like, hey, you know how I'm like kind of bisexual or pansexual, whatever I described myself at the time as. Well, it's more like there's a boy side of me that's like really gay, and then there's like this little itty bitty girl side of me that kind of likes everybody. I don't know, it kind of makes sense, but that's how I described it, and that was me trying to describe my sexuality while, unbeknownst to myself, even kind of describing my gender identity. So that was like the earliest forms of me acknowledging my transness. Said that weird. Um, but yeah, after that, I started becoming more comfortable with my own gender expression, partially because I moved out the house and I could actually do shit I wanted. So, I started describing myself as like gender fluid or gender queer because like, I lived 19 years as traditionally female, and it was really hard for me to come to terms that there are other things to describe me other than my vagina. So, yeah, I actually officially came out as transgender to myself and to others last spring, and I very happy about that because it's true. And yeah, I'm still developing my own sense of identity with that. I know I'm getting off the subject of the question, but you know what? It's an essay question, and that's how I'm going to answer it, 5 paragraphs and all. So yeah, I'm still developing my identity around being transgender because there's no one way to be trans ever. Um, so my new favorite title to myself, I tell people now that I am a trans twink because like most people who like when they hear I'm a trans man, they're like, "Oh, okay, that dude, he's gonna like take all the hormones and get all the surgeries and lift all the weights." And I'm like, I'm still floppy. Like I'm a wiggly person. I have a wiggly personality. I'm a twink. And so that's what I tell people. Instead of telling people I'm a trans man, I'm telling them I'm a trans twink. Because that's what I am. I'm transgender and a giant twink. Twinky twink twink. Twink. Twank. Um, so yeah, back to the original question. Basically, there is no definite point as to when I discovered that the word transgender referred to me. I mean, there's a lot of little instances in my entire life that kind of hinted towards that, and it all became this one big culmination of, aha, ah, that finally helped me come to terms with the fact that I am trans. So that is it for day one. I would really love it if I had some responses to this, video responses or otherwise, because I'm actually really interested in learning about other people and their lives and stuff. Um, but yeah, keep a lookout for the next 29 videos, and maybe I'll actually keep up with this shit for once.